You are not the darkness you endured. You are the light that refused to surrender. John Mark Green. Grand Rising. My name is Joseph Long, and I thank you for tuning in. I welcome you to this morning's special practice in observance of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Have you ever been told to just breathe when you feeling anxious or panicked? It's more than a necessary life function. It's also the beginning of a mindfulness practice that can help you let go of trauma. Post traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, is common in women and children and men too who experience or witness domestic violence. The disorder can manifest both physically and emotionally with symptoms such as insomnia, nightmares, depression, anxiety disorders, and high blood pressure. In addition to other therapies, meditation has been proven to help survivors of domestic violence calm their minds, heal their bodies, and let go of trauma. Meditation can help not only survivors, but also advocates. Whether you exposed to traumatic stories and images, witness the violence yourself, or work at a hotline, the stress, exhaustion, and feelings of helplessness can be overwhelming. Meditation can help those who experience vicarious trauma and compassion fatigue, as well as reduce physical and psychological stress. Survivors should be aware that meditation and mindfulness practice can trigger flashbacks. So, if at any time this practice becomes too much for you, please pause and bring your focus to mindful breathing. You can stop at any time, and if you choose to, you can come back to the practice at another time. There is no need to force uncomfortable feelings upon yourself. And remember, be gentle with yourself during this meditation. The fact that you have gotten this far in the practice, the fact that you have the desire to heal, is already a huge step into the positive direction. Okay? But before we start this practice, if you haven't already done so, please click the like button, comment if you care to, share. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Inspirational Moments with Joseph Long, and to hit that notification bell. If these may seem like small gestures to you, but to this platform, to me, it is huge, and it will greatly help with my algorithms. So in advance, I thank you. So let's begin. Find your seat. Start by finding a comfortable, quiet place to sit in a dignified posture, which is relaxed but upright, tranquil, and alert. Close your eyes fully or partially. Take a few deep breaths to allow your body to relax. Notice your breathing. Now place your hand on your heart. and begin to feel your breathing, the out breath and the in breath. If it's easier, just focus on one and rest, waiting for the next breath. Do this for a few moments, and if along the way you like to let your hands slowly fall to your lap, feel free to do so. When you get distracted, come back to the breath. When you notice your mind has wandered, as it always does, gently come back to your breath as a touch point again. As you continue mindfulness of breathing, notice what emotions begin to surface. Shift your attention from your breath and ask yourself, what am I feeling? What emotions am I feeling right here, right now? If you sat down for this exercise without any strong emotions, perhaps you're feeling contentment. Or perhaps you're curious. Or maybe there's another emotion inside, such as longing or yearning. Or perhaps sadness or joy, worry. Perhaps a sense of urgency. Maybe loneliness. Or maybe you're bursting with pride or feeling lost or envy. Maybe you having a lot of feelings. Label the most prominent emotion or emotions. Try to identify the strongest feeling that you've having and give it a name quietly in the midst of your feelings. And kind of using your body as an antenna, perhaps only picking up faint signals. Faint signals that first let yourself be aware what emotions are percolating in your body. And when you have an emotion and you have a name for it, have a label for it, then repeat that name 3 times in a kind and gentle voice. For example, worry, 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 joy, joy, joy. Return to your breath. Feel your breath. And now go back and forth between your breath and your emotions in a relaxed way. Continue to shift between the breath and the emotion you are holding. So when you feel the emotion, label it and then return to your breath. If you feel overwhelmed by the emotion or if it's very disturbing, then just stay with your breath until you feel better. Show yourself loving kindness. Breathe. Feel each breath. And keep your hand over your heart, feeling the warmth of your hand and the loving kindness, the goodwill that's within you, and has even inspired you to undertake this exercise. The wish to be happy and free from suffering. Feeling that innate goodwill and breathe through your heart. Feeling that. And when the emotion arises or sweeps away your attention, just label it and then return to your breath. Open your eyes. Slowly open your eyes if they are closed. Namaste. In conclusion, guided meditation is a tool to help you cope with the aftermath of abuse. It can help you develop a sense of control over your thoughts and emotions, break destructive patterns, and much more. You should use it with other therapeutic approaches for a multifaceted mental health plan. If you or someone you know is struggling with abuse or its after effects, seek help from a mental health professional. With the right support and tools, it is possible to heal from the effects of abuse and regain your sense of well-being. And so it is. I hope you found that this meditation was useful. If so, and if you haven't already done so, please click the like, click the like, click the like button right now. Thank you. Now, let's see what you had to say regarding this practice, regarding domestic abuse, domestic violence. So on YouTube, I have Miss Pat on here, and she says, "Good morning, everyone," followed by hashtag global with the earth emojis. Grand rising to you, Miss Pat. I have Miss Pamela on here, as she says, grand rising, everyone. I missed you this morning, Miss Pamela. I didn't even see you. Sometimes I get the P's mixed up and get you mistaken for Miss Pat. So here it is. Grand Rising, Miss Pamela. Miss Pat. Okay, we have an anniversary on here. 1 year, someone's transition. All right. She's also reminding us to click those like buttons, to comment and share. Miss Pamela has hashtag transforming minds. That's a good one. I like that hashtag. Thank you, Miss Pat. Everyone have a wonderful Wednesday and be safe. I have, and I don't even know how to name this hashtag. Again, I look at it, and I don't know if it's because of the holidays. Halloween is coming up, spooky season, one of my favorite holidays. But it looks like, I look at it and I always see a bat. It looks like a little O with two little V's in the corners on the side. But I see you, as they say, namaste. And they tagged my platform, Inspirational Moments with Joseph Long. I appreciate you. Grand rising to you. Miss Pamela with hashtag victorious endings. Oh, you got some good ones, Miss Pamela. Hashtag global energy. And as I say that, I visualize us sending compassionate, loving, understanding energy. We just sending it out. You might know someone who is a domestic violence survivor. You might be one, or you might be an advocate. But we send that energy first. If you are that person, we let that resonate within yourself, love and compassion for self. We send it out to our loved ones who we know endured that. And we just sending out, period, knowing that whoever needs to be touched by this throughout our globe, that they may be reminded that they have gotten this thus far and can continue to live and grow through this. First, having love and compassion for self. No one deserves violence. Yes. Thank you for that, Miss Pamela. Miss Pat with hashtag global good vibes with 2 heart emojis. Thank you for that, Miss Pamela. Namaste. I'm calling it the bats. She says, join us. All right. Join us. Inspirational Moments with Joseph Long on YouTube. Find peace and motivation with Joseph's insightful messages. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your consciousness. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your compassion. This is definitely a global message indeed. And on IG, I have, thank you. I have Miss Bernie, a healing practitioner in the house. Thank you for your healing consciousness this morning, because this is definitely a healing practice. Someone out there has been dealing with the after effects, the aftermath of domestic violence or abuse in general and just don't know what to do. And they have stepped in for practices such as this one here. It might not necessarily be on this platform, but because of you, because of us, they have gotten the idea of trying meditation. They have gotten the idea that it's okay to see a therapist. That doesn't mean they're less than. It actually shows their strength to resort to an additional resource and tool to help them cope through. They don't have to suffer anymore. They don't have to be depressed anymore. I have Miss Pat on both platforms. Thank you, Miss Pat, for being on the activity on both platforms. As she says, good morning, everyone. Love that shirt. Purple is my favorite color. You know it's my favorite color as well. It's also the color for National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Purple is that color. So I wanted to show that, express that. And if this is a cause and awareness that you feel is important, I'm going to ask you, probably already at work, you probably on your way, you probably about to head out the door. But if you haven't yet or can, wear something purple just to let the world know, your world knows that you care, love, and are compassionate to those who have dealt with this. I think this is so appropriate. I don't know if you all are aware. I don't try to get into the social news stuff, but right now what's huge are those who have been taken advantage under the leadership of P. Diddy. They say thousands of people in the course of a couple of decades have undergone violence. And people are finally speaking out. People are finally having the courage to share that, not to have to hold that in any longer. So if you can, wear your purple. Okay, that's my little rant for a little minute. I want to thank you all for being here with me today, and know that we will reconnect tomorrow morning online, live, or if you can't on live, another pre-recorded video with another guided meditation. Grand Rising, everyone. Y'all speaks. We're about to bring this to a close, but good to see you, my friend. So as we go forth on this wonderful Wellness Wednesday, may you lead from here and may you shine always. Peace and blessings. Mwah.